It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, sexy elementary star Lucy Liu getting personal on the couch and very revealing in the hot seat. Plus, from better sleep to tighter abs, Wendy unveils this year's best as seen on TV gadgets and all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Listen, we have a terrific show. Jennifer Lopez has a hot new movie role. I can't wait to share it with you. Plus, there's more strange behavior from Amanda Bynes, and it's down to the final three on The Voice. Let's talk about all that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. We're down to the final three on The Voice. Last night, the finalists performed with their coaches. Danielle Bradbury, who's this 16-year-old girl, youngest contestant ever on The Voice. She performed with her coach, Blake Shelton. P.S. Everybody thinks that this girl is going to win this season on The Voice. She's got a country music flavor to her, and she's young, and she's sweet, and, you know, she's good. Blake also performed with his other act, the Swan Brothers. They were good, but they probably won't win. The girl will win, that I just told you. And then Michelle Shamuel performed with her coach, Usher. She's good also, but I still think that the first girl that I showed you was going to win. So do many, many people. You know, Shakira, last night recently revealed something very interesting. Well, she didn't reveal it last night, but last night, see, I don't mind this hair. Do you mind that? Anyway, and what do you think about her makeup? Not so good? Clap if it's not so good. Well, she did it herself. That's why, maybe. Look, I mean, if you're a makeup girl, then you love the idea. Shakira revealed that she does her own makeup on The Voice, that she's been doing her own makeup ever since she started out in this business, which I like that idea. You know, sometimes you don't want to put on all the lashes and all the makeup, and sometimes if you're a makeup person and you do your makeup just well enough, it's very therapeutic. I know that, like, I don't do my own makeup and hair for the show, but everybody on Broadway does their own makeup and hair. When I found that out, I was like, yes. I like it. You throw on some red lipstick, you know, a little smushy smush black on your eyes, a good wig, and you get out there. 7 more days to my big Broadway debut. I have my final wig and wardrobe fitting tonight. I'm wearing a pantsuit. Something that I really don't wear in real life, a pantsuit. They're too pantsuit-ish or something. But on Broadway in Chicago, I'll be wearing a pantsuit. Okay, so anyway, so Kim and Kanye. They've been keeping really quiet since the birth of the baby. Baby was born Saturday. We really haven't heard a peep out of them except for, you know, a few Twitters and whatnot. Kim's friend, though, is talking to E! News, and the friend says that Kanye is absolutely in love with the baby and doesn't want to leave Kim. I know, that is sweet. And doesn't want to leave her side in the hospital room. Which is usually how it is, you know, as soon as you have the child, you know, that's normal behavior. But there's also that mother, Kris Jenner, you know, circling, no doubt, probably trying to get some pictures to sell to a magazine or something like that. I mean, you know, you got to keep an eye on, when you have a mother like that, or a mother, not mother-in-law, anyway, a baby's mother whose mother is like that, you got to keep your eye on her to make sure that she's not going to try to do something and sell stuff. Anyway, there's no confirmation yet on the baby's name, which I always wonder why it is that it takes people so long to name their babies. I mean, you have 9 months to figure out the perfect boy name and the perfect girl name, including a middle name if you're a middle name person. Not everybody's a middle name person. But so now the baby was born on Saturday, so today is Tuesday, and there's still no name, which is amazing to me. I do think, though, well, the people at HollywoodLife.com say that the name could be Kaya Georgia Donda West. Well, Donda is Kanye's mother who passed away, Donda West. Kaya, I have no idea where that comes from. And Georgia, I don't even picture a Kardashian getting off a plane in Georgia, do you? I mean, I only think of them as Hollywood. And when they were even doing, the idea was for them to open that Dash store here in New York, and they were gonna do like Kim and Kourtney Take New York. I was like, do I picture a Kardashian in New York? I used to have a hard time with that one. But now I only picture them in New York, LA, or Paris, no place else. Like no Chicago, no Georgia. I do like the idea of them naming the baby with a name that starts with a K. They might as well just go with that, which is a cute idea. So if you take the dearly departed Donda West, Kanye's mom, and you put a K in front of it, it could be Kadonda. Listen. Kanye's other baby is his new album, Yeezus, which hit stores today. And it's getting some very good reviews, which is a good thing. It's called it's being called dark and abrasive, but that's, I guess, a good thing. It keeps you listening and keeps you interested. In other Kanye news, many people are questioning that 24-year-old model named Layla. Do you remember we were talking about this story, and so was everybody else? It was in the National Enquirer. She claimed that she had, in the Star magazine. She claimed that she had an affair with Kanye. She's from Canada, and all swirly, nice looking. Everybody was talking about it. So Kanye and Kim have both denied the allegations, and now Layla is doing a little bit of backpedaling. I know, really? She told The Sun that she actually did hook up with Kanye, but it was before he ever was with Kim, as opposed to the story that she told The Star, which is that the first time after a sequence of hookups with Kanye, but the first time was when he was in Atlantic City and Kim was up here in the VIP at the concert and he did his song Mercy, and Layla was right here in the front row gyrating on her friend's shoulder. You know, she got up on the shoulders to really be seen, and then Kanye had a security guard go over and pull her from the audience. That's what she told The Star. So now she's backpedaling and saying it didn't exactly happen like that, and it happened before Kim. She was paid for her story. The problem is that Star magazine is legendary for giving a lie detector, and they never gave her a lie detector. But that's not the biggest deal. The biggest deal is that the girl didn't have the text. Because in The Star, she's talking about all this texting back and forth and, that they would be in contact. Now, it would seem to me that if you were a girl that nobody knew, otherwise known as a girl that nobody knew from Canada, if you were a girl that nobody knew and you hooked up with an A-list, artist, wouldn't you save the text? Yes. I mean, if in that position, wouldn't you save not just every text, but just about everything? Like when Monica Lewinsky came out, and they talked about her saving that blue dress with the funky spunk stain. I was like, I hear that, sister. The reason that you save stuff like that, it's not so much for today, it's for when you're in the rocking chair, when you're 88 years old. And your grandkids are trying to tell you, oh, Grandma, you don't know nothing. You're just an old lady. Old lady, am I? Well, pull up a chair and let me tell you about this dress. You see this stain right here? See? Anyway, congratulations to Kanye and Kim again. They won that one. So Amanda Bynes is in the news again, and this time it's as strange as ever. It's time for an Amanda update. That's how she showed up in court. You know that. Okay. First of all, you know Amanda is notorious for attacking people on Twitter. She's got this obsession with calling people ugly. You know, like, does ugly even hurt you anymore? Does she understand that is so 1965? The last time calling somebody ugly hurt their feelings. Amanda, you gotta get new names if you're gonna be name calling. Look at me. So, she attacked Dr. Drew. Which, who attacks all right, you know I love Dr. Drew. I respect, revere, I love, love, love. She attacked Dr. Drew. First, Dr. Drew tweeted, I think it may be time to leave Amanda Bynes alone. She will get help if she wants it and, or if she needs it, hopefully before serious consequences. Amanda tweets back, Dr. Drew, what are you talking about? What kind of help are you referring to? You're ugly and I want you to leave me alone. Well, first of all, Amanda, Dr. Drew is not ugly. He's distinguished and he stands in the back. He's about 6'3". Dr. Drew is tall, with a nice figure and a straight back. So anyway, the most recent Amanda thing is that over the weekend she went to Atlantic City. First thing I wondered about this is I wonder how she got there. Like, I don't picture her driving on the Jersey Turnpike. You know, taking the exits and paying the tolls or using her Easy Pass or whatever. I don't picture that. I also don't picture her taking one of the buses downtown that, you know, those $10 buses for the New Yorkers in the audience to go to Atlantic City. I don't think Amtrak stops in Atlantic City, and she wasn't there with friends, so it's not like she carpooled. I wonder how she got there. Anyway, she allegedly, while she was there, got into a spat with a father and son when they tried to take her picture at the hotel. Here's them trying and taking the picture, and they actually got it. I mean, she started moving, but look, you know the wig that she wore to court, otherwise known as the court wig? Apparently, that's her Atlantic City When I'm Alone wig also. Look, it's also her jacuzzi wig. Look, look, look. Listen. A good wig is a good wig. And some of the Hot Topics team, they were saying, well, you know, because I wear my wigs when I go away on vacation. I wear the long ones. I don't wear the short one. I wear, you know, like real long. And they said, well, it's kind of weird. None of them wear wigs, so they don't know wigology. So they said, well, it's kind of weird that she's letting it drip in the jacuzzi as opposed to pinning it up. Don't you pin yours up? I said, no. You know, you wear it in the water like, you know, wig realness. And she's doing the right thing. You get it wet just to the point before the scalp. And it starts to twist. But look, so she gets in this jacuzzi, which looks absolutely filthy and disgusting. It's a gigantic jacuzzi that fits a lot of people, and she let people take pictures of her, but she wouldn't let them keep the pictures until she saw them first and decided that she liked them or not. Anyway, so that's the thing about Amanda is I think that if we stop talking about her, which is difficult, but if we stop talking about her, how much do you want to bet that this would actually all be over and she'd be all straightened up? Yeah. Maybe for 2 weeks? Okay, for 2 weeks, we're not going to talk about her. Look, Tyra Banks may have a new boyfriend. I know. Because I'm thinking, who else do you hold hands with, right? You hold hands with a boyfriend, your children, your husband, or your father. So I guess this is her boyfriend. And he's very tall because, you know, Tyra is 5'10", so he's got to be 6'5". That's the mystery man. I don't know his name. I don't know what he does for a living. All I know is that they were spotted on Venice Beach holding hands. You know, I don't even want to pass judgment. I don't even want to talk yet, but I know he's a big departure from her ex, John the banker. John the banker worked on Wall Street. There he is. I thought they were going to get married and have kids and stuff, you know? And then years ago, she dated John Singleton. Yeah, there he is down there, up here at the top. And then, you know, she dated Seal down here at the bottom. And she also dated Chris Webber, the basketball star. He's not playing anymore, but you know what I mean? The only thing we know about him is this, to our knowledge, is her first black or first white boyfriend, and he's down with the swirl. So this is what I need from you guys. Can you do me a favor? I need you to help us fan out. Let us know who Tyra's mystery man is. And then Send the information to my Facebook or Twitter, hashtag Tyra's new man. Thanks. So now, Chad Ochocinco's out of jail. You heard about this story. Chad landed in jail for 30 days after he playfully smacked his lawyer on the butt in court. We talked about it on Hot Topics. You've heard this story. The judge, Kathleen McHugh, got a lot of criticism saying that she was too harsh for reacting that way, putting him in jail for 30 days. If he just stood still, he would have been a free man. But instead he did that. She put him in for 30 days. So she put him in last week, and he spent the weekend in jail. Yesterday, Chad threw himself at the mercy of the court, and Judge Kathleen accepted his apology and released him from jail. But she did order him, hold on. She did order him to counseling and community service and probation till mid-October. He can do that. On one hand, you might say, well, the judge doesn't look so credible because she reneged on something that she said. But when you're the judge, you have the right to do that. I don't think it makes her look soft by backpedaling and letting him out, because I really do feel that if he hasn't learned his lesson this time, he never will. You know why? Because he spent the most important weekend, or the most important day, I guess, to be a father, according to Hallmark, Father's Day in jail. So how do you think that makes kids? He's got 4 kids and 3 babies mamas, which is sloppy enough. And then he spends Father's Day in jail, which is really sloppy. So I think he probably learned his lesson. By the way, allegedly, do you know that allegedly he owes more money in child support than he's actually earning? Yeah, he owes. According to TMZ, he pays over $16,000 a month in child support, and he's earning approximately $3,000 a month. So I don't know what he's going to do. I don't follow football like that. I was asking some of the guys and girls around here who like football, does he stand a chance of ever playing again? And they said no. I said, well, Brett Favre played until he was 44, so why can't he play? They said something about because he's a quarterback. So I guess quarterbacks can play older. I don't know. I said, well, does he speak the King's English? Can he be a commentator? Or does he speak? They said that he speaks too soft to be a commentator. I said, well, can he be a college football? Like, what can he do with himself? They said, I don't know. So, Chad, sit down and think long and hard about your next move, please. In the meantime, Jennifer Lopez is returning to the big screen. And I know, me too. Love. First of all, don't you love this outfit? Yes. This is one of the things I love about Jennifer Lopez, because just when you think she's so unattainably glamorous, like on the red carpet and stuff, her Saturday style, which it could be a Tuesday, but if you wear Saturday style, it's a Saturday. Her Saturday style is attainable by all of us. Don't you have shooties in your closet? I mean, they don't have to be Louboutins for thousands of dollars like she has, but the shooties, and you can wear them this time of year. You put the, with the toe out like that. And don't you have some faded good jeans? They don't even have to be good jeans, just jeans. We all have this wardrobe. A little blazer or something, a blouse, and you do your hair with your fingers, right? Yeah. You can do this look. It's good. Anyway, back to this movie role. The Hollywood Reporter is saying that she's starring in The 33. Now, I know what you're saying. What the? It's the movie about the 33 Chilean miners who were trapped for 69 days before being rescued. I know. There's so much murder and mayhem and devastation going on around this world and in the news. You forget about these stories. This is definitely a story that needs to be told. I know I, for one, want to see it. And so Jennifer's gonna be in it, and then it's gonna co-star Antonio Banderas. And I have no idea who else that they're having to star, but this is the perfect time. Like friend of the show, Selma Hayek, you need to be in this. Like just calling all the mamacitas and papacitas, And then Mario Lopez, all you all. This story needs to be told. Do you remember the one miner whose wife and mistress showed up at the hole in the ground? Do you remember that? I suspect that that's probably the role that Antonio Banderas is gonna play. Anyway, It's a little small budget film, which I love about Jennifer Lopez is just when you think she does everything for money, no, she's doing this because it's a passion project, and the movie is set to begin filming in Chile in the fall. Yeah. So now, rocker and former American Idol judge Steven Tyler, who's 65, was out recently, and he revealed a very scary body part. Look down at his feet. We'll give you a close-up. Okay. First of all, can you imagine being the pedicure person who's got to do those feet? I know what you're saying. You're one to talk, Wendy. Okay, but my feet are not throwing up gang signs. And I mean, those feet are ganging, and they're also, one is shorter than the other, and the whole bit. It's a condition called shrimp toe. We call the podiatrist. Look, it's called shrimp toe. And the podiatrist said that it's easy to fix. It's not expensive. It does require surgery. The problem is it's very painful. That's what the podiatrist said. So I guess he just chose to leave it like that. My thing is, how do men get feet like that? You all wear flats all of your lives. Like, really? If anything, that should be a woman's foot, not a man's. Anyway, look, Steven, I got a little something for you, because nobody wants to see all that. But I would imagine it's probably painful to keep them contained, but at least you can keep them covered. So, look, I'm gonna send you a shrimp sock. Look at me, Steven, look, Steven, look. Here you go, here you go. You put your thumb toe over here and stuff the rest of the toes over here, okay? We're gonna send you your shrimp socks, Steven, darling. Listen, everybody, we've got a great show for you. We're gonna put the latest as seen on TV products to the test and see whether they're worth your money. But up next, from the hit CBS show Elementary, the beautiful and talented Lucy Liu is here. Is a Hollywood leading lady who's kicked some major butt in films like Charlie's Angels and Kill Bill. She's now starring as Dr. Joan Watson in the hit CBS series Elementary. Take a look.
How do you know it's not a trap? How do you know he doesn't want to kill you?
He doesn't.
How can you be so sure?
Because 3 years ago, he ordered Daniel Gottlieb not to kill me. Last night, I was in the sights of another assassin's rifle, yet here I sit. He couldn't be clearer. He doesn't want me dead.
Then what does he want?
That's precisely what I intend to find out.
She's also doing some great work with the Girl Scouts, an organization near and dear to my heart. Please welcome to our show for the very first time, Lucy Liu. Pretty woman.
You're so sweet, and you are like astonishingly gorgeous and tall.
Thank you, thank you. Your freckles.
My freckles.
They make you stand out.
You think?
And the hair. People pay good money for that hair.
Girl, don't even come close to me with some scissors. I know you want the hair.
I want that hair. Say, listen, Lucy Liu, congratulations on Elementary being picked up for a second season.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's really exciting. I've been having such a great time on the show, and we're shooting our first episode in London, which is going to be really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to be over there for a good portion of the second season?
I wish. I think we're just doing the first episode there, just to kind of change it up a little bit.
Because it's based, it looks like it's based out of New York. Are you actually filming here, or is that a
we
set
film
in LA?
in New York City, all around the city, and outside of the city, Far Rockaway, everywhere.
Perfect.
And then we are actually filming just this first episode in London as sort of a kind of, you know, to make it fresh for the second season.
Yeah.
I haven't read the script yet, so I have no idea,
yeah,
you know, how it's going to turn out, but I'm sure it'll be exciting.
Well, but normally, you know, Dr. Watson is played by a man. Were there all men who auditioned for the role, and then it just happened that a woman was the best one for the job?
Actually, they came to me with the role, and they offered me the role.
Wow.
So I don't know if I think that Rob, from the very beginning, wanted to have a woman in that role.
Nice.
So that's how it came about.
Were there any challenges?
I think the challenge was, when you first go up for a press conference, people were sort of a little bit doubtful about it. And,
Yes.
People who are really sticklers to the literature and who are huge fans of Holmes and Watson, which there's tons of them, obviously, because there's movies and television
Yes.
film. All of those things are happening. And I don't know, you don't want to disappoint people. That was my main concern. But,
Yeah.
ultimately, you just have to do what you do.
Well, and you're doing it very well. The
Thank
show
you.
was a big hit. Now, I know that first of all, I did not know that you're from Queens, here in New York. She's from Queens.
I am from Queens, Jackson Heights, right over the bridge.
And were you a Girl Scout when you were a little girl?
I was not a Girl Scout, but I dreamed of being a Girl Scout. And my goddaughter, who is a Girl Scout, today is her birthday, so I'm gonna give her a shout out.
Well, what's her name?
Luca.
Luca?
Yeah, and she is
Snacks.
I know. These are not just snacks, they're obsessive.
Yeah, they are.
And they have a limited edition of these, and they're special because they made them, there's 3 varieties that the Girl Scouts and Nestle Crunch has come up with this great thing where they give back to the Girl Scouts, and there's Thin Mints, there's cream caramel, and there's like the peanut butter cream, a caramel coconut. So it's sort of a thing that they do, and it's a great kind of combination between the two of them.
Nestle and the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
So, just when you think you've got to have a big fancy agent or something to get discovered, Lucy Liu was riding on the subway. Is that a true
That's
story?
true. I was riding on the subway, and someone
How old
came
were
up
you
to me.
at that time?
I was, I think I was 19.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and somebody came up to me and said, "You have a really good look. You'd be interested in doing some commercials?" And I was like, "No." Because you're told not to talk to
You
people.
think it's the killer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one that's going to get you. And I was
Right.
like, no, I'm not interested. And anyway, he gave me his card, and I looked him up on the Better Business Bureau, of course, because I'm a geek.
People still do that?
I
The
did
Better
it. Yeah, well,
Business?
then now you can just go on the internet and check
Yeah.
out if this person's legit. And he sent me on a couple of commercials, and I booked a commercial. So it was
And the
my
rest is
first thing.
history.
The rest is history, yeah.
I heard you're not big into the internet as far as social media. Is that true?
I'm behind by a lot. I mean, I have an official page, like a Facebook and like a, Twitter, because somebody was pretending to be me for a little bit.
Oh.
I don't even know who it was,
Right.
but someone was like, "Do you tweet?" I was like, "No." They're like, "You said you're at so-and-so." I'm like, "It's not me."
Yeah, so you set it up just to block
set
somebody
it
else
up.
from...
Well, yeah, just so you don't, who knows? There's like a second identity that you don't even know about.
Yeah, that social media is a beast. Is it true also that you just found out who Kim Kardashian is?
I am a little under.
I love
hermit.
this.
I didn't know who she was until like maybe a year ago. Is that bad?
That's
Sorry.
great.
Okay, no, I haven't read like tabloids or any of that stuff in
Yeah?
for 10 or 13 years.
But you don't have to read a tabloid, they're everywhere.
Well, I saw her image. I was like, "Who is this person?" And then my friend said, "You don't know who she is." And he told me that. I said, "Well, what does she do?" She said, "Nothing." And I didn't understand that. No, I mean, it's great. I mean, she obviously makes tons of money and she's very famous. But
She's pregnant with Kanye West's baby.
okay, good. Thank you. Thanks for the update. But for me, I was like, I don't understand. You don't, to do nothing and then to be popular, it seems like a strange career. But I think it's great. You
Yeah.
know? Whatever.
Well-
Whatever works for you.
Now, Lucy Liu's parents, you have siblings, and your parents, is it true that they are immigrants from China?
That's right.
And had some really fancy jobs. I don't know if they're still working or not, but some really fancy careers. What'd your mom and dad do?
Well, they've done a lot of things. But my mom was a biochemist at one point. She also worked at like a retail store. I mean, they did everything. They came over and they're like, "Let's just try and hit the ground
Conquer
running."
America.
Yeah, they worked really hard, really hard.
Now, how did they feel when you wanted to go into acting? Because sometimes very highbrow people look at acting and, showbiz is like, oh, really?
They didn't get it. They didn't get
Yeah.
it. But I think that it's just because it didn't have a label they understood, like, doctor, lawyer,
Yes.
things like that. So for them, they were like, "What does this mean? I don't
They
understand."
get it now.
Well, they're getting it now a little bit.
How is your love life? Do you have a boyfriend or?
My love life is going.
It's going along.
It's going. It's chugging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lucy Liu, you are certainly
Just
a
gotta
beautiful
get on
woman.
the train, girl.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I'm saying?
Well, I'm sure hot things will be happening for you. Listen, don't go anywhere, everybody. Lucy's gonna stick around and we're gonna put her in our hot seat next. Keep it here. Welcome back. It's about to get hot. hot in here because Lucy Liu is brave enough to sit in our hot seat. You know how this is. I've got 4 questions, and each question gets a little hotter, a little more spicy. So let's get started. You ready, Lucy?
I think so.
I love your name, by the way, Lucy. It's a great name.
Thanks, honey.
All right, here's your 40-degree question. Would you rather go for a month without showering or a month without shopping?
I would say shopping. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to keep it clean.
Yes. Here's your 60-degree question.
Okay.
Have you or would you flirt with a cop to avoid getting a ticket?
Have I, would I?
Really, Lucy?
I would not overtly flirt with a cop to avoid a ticket.
But if you found something sexy, you would emphasize it. Like squeeze your upper arms together. Do you know what I mean? All right, here's your 80-degree question.
Ooh, it's getting hot.
When in a romantic situation, lights on or lights off? Really, Lucy?
Well, sometimes you want to see what you're doing. Lights off.
Lights off. Okay, and here's your 100-degree question.
Okay.
Does size matter?
I don't know if I've ever been presented with an issue.
Welcome to our show. You've never been presented with an issue, so far it doesn't matter. Because
So far, it has not been an issue.
Okay. We'll take that as an answer. Thank you, Lucy Liu, for being here. For more information on Lucy's involvement with the Girl Scouts and Nestle's Crunch Girl Scout candy bar, go to wendyshow.com. Best of luck with your elementary
thanks,
show.
honey.
And you guys keep it here. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Great audience.
Hi, everybody. You know, I love a good infomercial, but sometimes it's hard to tell whether the products are too good to be true. So our next guest is here to put some of the latest products to the test. Please welcome, as seen on TV, Pitchman, ACOST, the Solutionist. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, now, what did you bring for us today?
Well,
I recognize this.
Here's the problem, you know, your shoes don't fit you properly, and especially in the summertime, your feet start swelling, you can't get your toes into the shoes. Solution? Stretch Genie. Watch this, Wendy. We're gonna spray it down a little bit, and this formula will release the fibers and allow you to stretch and make those shoes that don't fit.
This is a pair of mine that give me problems from, oh my gosh.
Isn't that cool?
From my own wardrobe. Steven Tyler, I'm sending you these too. Woo!
See that?
It's good. Woo! Now, what do we do about the staining?
No, that'll dry. Everything will be fine. And staining, I have a stain remover coming up, a laundry sheet coming up, and get stains off your shoes also.
Oh.
Let's move on to this Raptastic.
Let's, please.
This is not nothing. I want to show you something. Here's the problem. You're in the kitchen, you got your microwave, you got your leftover food, and you end up with one of these things.
Yes.
It's got a blade on it, you cut yourself, and who knows how to get it off. So we're gonna do a little bit of a contest here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Raptastic. The solution is Raptastic. Here I just pull, push, and plate. You ready? Here we
Please
go.
let this work
Let's
well.
do it, go.
All right, come on, let's
So
wrap a
I
sandwich.
pull it out,
This is
I push
me.
it down, and now I am done. So here's a common problem solved. How you doing over there? Pretty good?
Okay, wait a minute. How much does this retail?
$10.99.
I'm getting that.
Isn't that cool?
How much was the stretch?
I'm not sure.
How much did we say that was? Oh, $9.99.
$9.99.
Okay.
Let's go over to the let's go over to here. This
the
is
Hot
the upright
Topics
sleeper.
chair.
Here's the problem. You're in a plane, you're falling asleep, you put your head in the thing, you got all kinds of nooks, and you got those big pillows, or your kids in the back street nodding off. Ever done that?
Or
Solution?
you have, like, I call that the big germy U thing that you put around your neck.
The Germany U thing.
Ew. All right,
Try this. This is the upright sleeper. This is the solution. You pop it on.
This is the best.
Isn't that cool?
All right, go ahead.
You pop it in there, and be careful, don't fall asleep, because it's very comfortable.
You tighten the back of it.
And
Look,
then you
I'm
doze
telling you.
Awesome.
How much is this? How much?
It's $19.99 to $39.99, but the one you have in your hand is $19.99.
This is so much better than the Jeremy U. I love sleeping just straight up. Perfect. Okay.
Well, come on over here.
What's this?
Well, this one we're going to do a little demonstration.
Okay.
Because here's the problem. You ever done laundry? You got the orange box for the regular stuff and dark loads and light loads, and you got stain fighters, pre-treaters, oxygen boosters, bleach. You've got a chemistry experiment in your room there. Solution? S2O laundry sheets. This is one sheet, it has it all in one. You toss one sheet in the load and you're done. In fact, watch how it works, Wendy. Watch what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna compare old-fashioned laundry soap. This is Old Blue, you might use that one yourself. I'm gonna take a yellow swatch and I'm gonna put oil on it. Now,
oil?
Oil. Why oil? Because we sweat, we have makeup. Oil is a problem. Let's drop that in there. And I'm gonna try to rub and scrub with the laundry soap.
Hey, Cos, this is your own invention. This right here that we're about to use.
This one is. The solution here is S2O laundry sheets. Look, no measuring, no mixing. You drop it in. You don't have to do a chemistry experiment. Now men can do laundry. Watch. You pop it in there like this. Watch this, because this organic, biodegradable formula is not nothing.
Shut the front door.
Watch the oil tear off the cloth. You can actually see it working. Is that not cool or what?
Get out of here, Fly.
Isn't that cool?
It's clean, it's clean.
Now let's compare. We'll do an old-fashioned side-by-side.
Oh my God,
There's the other one. Is that not cool?
That is perfect.
There's the solution.
So this is called S2O laundry detergent?
S2O. And you know, if you look at all the stuff you pay for laundry, it could be $1.50 a load.
How much is that?
20 cents a load. You save hundreds of dollars on something you're already doing.
Oh, they're 100 in a container.
100 in a container.
Let me ask you something. Do you have to do your whole laundry with one of these, or can you just rip one off and spot treat?
That's the secret. You can spot treat whenever you want. You can use it whenever you want, on the go, in the car, whatever. Let's take a look at this one over here.
Fantastic.
All right, this is called the Ab Rocket Twister. You know, it's summertime. It's bikini time. You know, I have somebody else for you to try this.
Thank
Erica,
you.
come on over
Hi,
here.
Erica. Erica's one of our Wendy staffers. Okay. So this is the Ab Rocket roller. Now the original Ab Rocket thing, you just sit up straight.
This one has a twisting function because if you want to look
hot,
you want to look good, you want the obliques going for you, girl.
Yeah, you got to work on your S formation.
Yes, do that little twisting for you. There you go. So now you're going to look hot. Now it's summertime. Now you're just going to look great.
Oh.
This stuff works. It's a lot better than doing sit-ups.
And how much does this retail?
$99.75.
Fantastic presentation, ACOS. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, everybody in our studio audience, you're all going home with every one of these items. I know. For our at-home viewers, we didn't forget about you. Log onto my Facebook page for your chance to win. ACOS, thank you so much for stopping by. Brilliant presentation. Up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. I gotta tell you, I'm still gagging over that as seen on TV stuff, you know? Anyway, it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Christy. How you doing?
Hi, Christy.
I'm 24 years old, and I still live with my parents, unfortunately. My boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years. Every time he comes over, my parents make him sleep on the couch in the living room. He hates it, I hate it. They won't let him sleep in my bedroom because we're not married or engaged. I know. How do I convince my parents that it's okay to have him sleep in my bedroom? I know, trust me.
Get a room. Here's the thing, young lady. First of all, don't be embarrassed by living at home at 24. In this economy, I was reading just the other day, it's not a big deal these days for kids to still be living at home, as long as you have a job and you're pulling some sort of weight at home. However, when it comes to the rules of my house, they're my rules, not yours. I don't want your boyfriend sleeping in the room that I raised you in. You got dressed for first grade in that room. We bought you that bed when you were a freshman in high school, you know, and no, he's not sleeping in there. Now, living rooms sit right in the middle of the house. There's no door or nothing. Is there a basement that's kind of finished?
It's kind of finished, but it's like the scary basement still, you know, like, because I lived there when I was a kid, so every time I go down there, I'm still like, ooh, it's scary.
But here's the thing. You know, as a parent, I have to say, you're not sleeping, you're not co-sleeping in rooms together. You know, I don't care how modern you might think that today's society is, but if I were you, and your boyfriend, I would do a little something with that basement, just because it's one thing not to sleep in the same bedroom, but to be laying in the middle of the living room when everybody's getting dressed and going to work and stuff, you know? So do something with the basement, a little something, and work on getting your own place.
Sounds good to me.
And in the meantime, keep sneaking around. Everybody, now it's my turn to ask you guys a question. I've teamed up with Ask.com for today's question. It's about our guest, Lucy Liu. Okay, here's the question. Which hip-hop act named Lucy Liu in one of their top hits? Is it A, Black Eyed Peas? Studio audience, you can chime in, by the way. Is it A, Black Eyed Peas, B, Cypress Hill, C, Outkast, or D, LMFAO? What do you think? Not very opinionated, are you? I'll share the answer after the break. Keep it here. Welcome back. It's time to answer today's Ask.com question. The question was, which hip-hop act named Lucy Liu in one of their top hits? The answer, C, Outkast. Yeah. The hip-hop duo Outkast mentioned both Lucy Liu and Beyonce in their 2003 Grammy Award-winning song, Hey Ya. Thank you, Ask.com. And for all of your questions, go to Ask.com, the #1 site for answers. Don't go away. We'll be right back. So, I want to remind you to check out my after show. Does anybody here watch the after show at wendyshow.com? Listen, the after show is different from the show. It's right after the show. I talk about my wardrobe. I talk to you about what some of the other things going on in my life. You know, it's fun. I do it in my office. It's very casual and without eyelashes. So go to wendyshow.com for the after show. I want to thank my guests today. Lucy Liu, so nice to finally meet you. My co-host, my fabulous studio audience, thank you so much for showing up and being cheerful. Tomorrow, we've got the very funny Cedric the Entertainer with us, plus more juicy, juicy hot topics. And on Thursday, don't miss our Hot Talk panel. Margaret Cho is stopping by for that one, and CNN's Don Lemon. Plus, Kelly Rowlands joins us for the first time on Monday, and she's gonna perform. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.